Good evening, everyone. My name's Tim Patmore. I'm the Faculty Administrator for Technology. Welcome to this event, which is an introduction to engineering for our open evening. And I will pass you over to our Head of Faculty, Shane Munford.
Thank you very much, Tim, and welcome everybody. So yeah, as Tim said, my name's Shane Munford and I'm the Head of Faculty for Technology here at Abingdon and Witney College. And welcome to this online open event, which is bizarre, I know, it's the world we live in now, but you know, I'd very much like to have met you in person and shown you around our fantastic facilities, but hopefully you find this useful and there'll be lots of opportunities for you to ask questions towards the end of this presentation. So all about engineering, let's get started. I'm just going to start with this slide because I think it's really important for those of you that maybe weren't able to attend the earlier presentation given by our Assistant Principal Jenny Craig and Joe Milsom. And that was about why we believe you should choose Abingdon and Witney College. We're the most successful college in Oxfordshire in accordance with our success rates, so that's the students' pass rates and achievement rates, and we're also in the top 5% of colleges nationally. 95% of our students progress onto their chosen destination, i.e. they come into college with an idea of what it is they'd like to do, and then 95% of students will progress onto that. And one thing throughout the college, but particularly in engineering, is that the students are being taught by industry specialists. And what I mean by that is people that have been in the trade for a number of years and have been there, done that, and have got all those skills and are now in a position to be able to impart that onto the next generation. So why choose engineering? I'm sure, you know, you may be looking at a lot of different open events this evening and a lot of different curriculum areas thinking, well, I'm going to not put my eggs all in one basket and think of a few different areas, keep my options open. And my background is engineering, so it's something I'm really passionate about. Within engineering, it's such a huge sector. And what I mean by that is through some of these images, we've got the medical industry, so it could be like through robotics, etc. We've got oil and gas, so some really heavy industrial engineering. Could be design engineering for McLaren F1 cars and bits and bobs like that. Could be nuclear engineering, working on big turbines like this, and also aerospace engineering. It's just so diverse what engineering covers. And just to give you an idea of the scale of these sorts of industries, on one aeroplane, an Airbus A380, there were actually 3,462 individual engineers involved in the design, planning and making of one aeroplane. So it's just staggering how big the industry is. And within all of these different industries that we've talked about, there are various different disciplines. So, you know, within that we could have machining, be it via CNC machines or manual machines, you know, physically cutting metal. It could be welding and other sheet metal fabrication work. It could be design work, so more office-based studies where you're looking at design, finite material element and analysis, 3D modeling, etc. Could be working on electromechanics or mechatronics, so the use of electronics to make a mechanical system work, or it could be as part of working on an assembly line with a manual trade. There's just so many different options available within the engineering sector. So a little bit about Abingdon and Witney College. Here at Abingdon and Witney College, we've got a specialist engineering workshop at our Abingdon campus, which is fully kitted out with lathes, milling machines, CNC machines, pillar drills, hand fitting benches, sheet metal, welding, and much, much more. And I really do mean that. I could have gone on for about 10 minutes talking about all the different kit we've got in there. But the reason our workshops have been designed and set up in this way is that we want to offer the closest as we possibly can to working in industry, using the machines and the tools and the equipment that you will be using in the workplace. In addition to our workshop at Abingdon, we've got another separate building called the Advanced Skills Centre, where we have a 5-axis CNC machine on the bottom floor and lots of 3D printers and material testing equipment. So this is used very heavily by our level 3 and HE students as it's part of their curriculum, but it's open to everyone and it's a really state-of-the-art facility and something we're really proud of. All of the classrooms within engineering and the learning spaces in technology are equipped with high-spec computers. As you can imagine, within engineering, we use some pretty hefty software such as CAD, AutoCAD. By saying CAD, I mean computer-aided design, SolidWorks, so 3D modeling, multi-sim for electronics, and again, many, many more. So we've got state-of-the-art machines throughout the building. And what courses do we offer? Before we get there, I just want to go over the study programs, so something that you'll be doing here at college. So as part of our full-time programs, it's not just about coming to college and studying engineering. That is a big part of it, obviously, and that's what will get you interested, and that's, you know, your end goal is to try and find a career, a job, an apprenticeship, whatever it may be in that given field. But as part of your study program, you'll have the opportunity to develop your English and math skills. So you can retake GCSEs or undertake functional skills at various different levels, depending on your start point. You'll be involved in work experience and professional career development, and really meaningful work experience as well. So on enrolment on the course, you'll be assigned an SPM, which is a student performance manager, and they'll have regular one-to-ones with you, as will your course leader, to identify exactly what it is that you want to get out of your time here at Abingdon and Witney College and in our engineering department. And they will try and tailor the work experience to suit exactly what it is that you're looking to do. There's also an enrichment program that we offer, and head start is the optimum word there, because it's absolutely all about giving you the head start to be able to progress into what it is that you want to do. It could be specialist skills within the faculty. So it's really, really important that we understand that that's everything that goes into it, and it's all about developing the skills for your future career. So about the courses that we offer. So we offer a level 1 engineering course, which was a course we implemented this year, and it's been hugely popular. The awarding body is City and Guilds, as we can see, and the duration of the course is for 1 year. The entry criteria that we'll need in old money is GCSEs at D to G in maths and English, or in new money in the numbers, it's a 3 to a 1, and you'll need to have a successful interview. This course has been put in place because it's heavily practical. So it's 75% practical work and 25% theory, because as part of our student services, we have a student voice, and the feedback we received is that the students wanted more time on the machines, which is exactly why we listened and put this course into place. Some of the units you'll be looking into are health and safety and engineering, which is a core unit, which is examined or assessed by an online exam. And then you'll be looking into basic material science, and then milling, turning and hand fitting. So those are the real practical areas. Again, alongside meaningful work experience in the sector. So it is very much a practical course, and by practical I mean suited and booted up in overalls, safety boots, in the workshop, getting your hands dirty, manipulating metal and making things. Something that we're going to be putting on for next academic year is the level 2 engineering qual. So it's following the same theme from the popularity of the level 1. So it's again with City and Guilds, it's a 1-year program. The entry criteria will be slightly different for this course. It will be 4 GCSEs at a grade 3 or above, or D or above, including maths and English. Or if you've completed the level 1 engineering study program already, you need to have your functional skills level 1 in both maths and English. And again, it's building on those same core skills. So using machines such as the mills and the lathes, etc., to do milling and turning. And then there's an additional unit on CNC machining. So it's taking your learning one step further, going from the purely manual input to having a little bit of the computerized numerical control, which is the CNC. So it's the use of computers to move machines around and make them make fantastic things. Again, alongside some meaningful work experience. We're also going to be running or continuing our other engineering level 2 program, which is a BTEC course. And this course has been hugely popular over the years. The entry criteria is exactly the same as the other level 2, the City and Guilds that I've just mentioned. So it's 4 GCSEs at a grade 3 or above, including maths and English. Or if you completed a level 1 program, you'll need to also have your functional skills level 1 in both maths and English. The main differences between these two courses is that the BTEC is a lot more, well, it's not as practical, so it's a lot more academic, and it's aimed and targeted at students looking to go on a more academic route, i.e. go on to university and study in that direction. It's very assignment based and assignment driven, and some of the units you'll be looking at are the engineering world, investigating an engineering product, health and safety, CAD, which is our computer aided design, machining, which is 1 unit, so that's the practical element of this course, electronic circuit design and construction, interpreting engineering information, and engineering design. So again, not as practical a course, but absolutely geared up for those of you that are looking to go down the university route or down the academic route, which follows on to our level 3 BTEC engineering course. So this is a 2-year program. You can just complete 1 year, but we would advise completing the full 2, as the 2 years would be the equivalent to 3 A-levels and would carry the correct amount of UCAS points should you want to go directly onto university, which some of our students have and do. The entry criteria for this course is slightly different to those level 3s across the college, in that the maths needs to be at a grade 5 or above. A lot of the other level 3s college-wide, there may be some exceptions, but are GCSEs at 4 or above in maths and English. However, we've had to change, or we've made the decision to change over to a 5 in maths, just due to the content of the course. Really, we found that students who have that 5 are much more able to achieve and succeed and find it, don't find it as challenging and need additional support. So within the level 3 program in year 1, you'll be studying engineering principles. So that's the maths and physics element, and that is examined or assessed by an online exam. The delivery of engineering processes safely as a team, engineering product design and manufacture, applied commercial and quality principles in engineering, work experience in the engineering sector, computer-aided design and electronic devices and circuits. So it's a really intense program, as I mentioned, but it's a really, really good program as well, and it's got a lot of key skills there for gearing up students to go straight into university or find employment, whatever it is that is your chosen pathway. It's not just full-time study programs that they offer through level 1, 2 and 3. We also offer a range of HE provision, so that's higher education, which is level 4 and 5. So we offer HNCs and foundation degrees in mechanical engineering and electrical and electronic engineering. And what you're all wondering is, what am I going to need? If I do enroll on an engineering course, what is it that I'm going to need to start? So on the City and Guilds level 1 or level 2 qualification, it's absolutely essential that you have safety boots, so steel toe cap boots and overalls. If you're studying on the level 2 and level 3 programs, i.e. the BTECs, it's also really important that you have a scientific calculator, and for everyone, you need to have your stationary equipment. You'll see the image on the left-hand side here, which is of a light blue t-shirt. We've made the decision for next year for all students within technology, so as a faculty, to have a uniform to try and increase professionalism across the faculty. And that's something that you can purchase through Southeast Workwear, who are a partner that we work with very closely. If you click onto their website and click engineering, it will give you all the different options. And again, overalls, etc., can be purchased from there. Financial support is available, and it depends on your age and other personal factors. So college student services can provide specific guidance dependent on your own individual circumstances. As a college, we don't want finances to get in the way of your education. So the only thing I would urge is that you come and speak to us, and we can, look at it on an individual case by case and see if there's any support that we can offer. Obviously, being an established college and working in the sector for a long time, we've built up great relationships with local employers, and we can support you in preparing, searching and securing an apprenticeship of your choice. We offer various models depending on the company need. Typically, apprentices attend college 1 day a week. However, we do have flexible programs, i.e. some of our apprentices come in 5 days a week. But if this is something that you're interested in and this is your goal, something you're looking to do, then absolutely mention this at the application stage or when you enroll onto your full-time study program. And as I said, the SPMs and the course leaders can really put you in the sort of best position you could be to try and bag the apprenticeship of your dreams. It's something that you've always wanted to do. So how do you go about applying? If you click onto the Abingdon and Witney website and then click the search function at the top and type in engineering, it will bring up all the courses that I've just mentioned. Simply select the one that you're interested in, and there should be a button that says apply, which you should be able to see just here. Once you complete that, it will take you to a little form that you'll have to complete. It won't take too long. That will go to our admissions department, and you'll be invited for a Teams interview with either the curriculum manager or the course leader. And then, fingers crossed, you'll be offered a place on the course. So if you've got any questions immediately about engineering, the provision, or anything in general, there should be a little Q&A box. It should be on the right-hand side of your screen, and I'll try to answer them now. Alternatively, I'll respond by email if you leave your email address. And I'm just going to pop up our admin, our faculty admin, who's also our producer. So thank you very much, Tim. You can drop Tim Patmore an email. If you have any questions, he'll direct them to the appropriate course leader. So if it's about level 1, it will go to a certain lecturer. If it's level 2, so it will go to the right person. and he's happy to help. So that's his email address there, and I will drop that in the comments. I'm happy to discuss your personal options. If you can't decide which qualification is suitable for you, please arrange an appointment with me through Tim. So thank you very much. I'm going to stop sharing my slide and I'll open up to any questions that you may have.
Okay. Again, as Shane said, if you have any questions, we have a question and answer section, so do submit questions you may have. I'll give 15 seconds for that, so you can submit some.
Yeah, absolutely. And as Tim said, any questions that you've got, so it could be about course content, it could be about something you need, something you're interested in, it may be a really specific question, just pop it down and I'll do my absolute best to answer. And it may be that you're not watching this live, it could be a pre-recording. And as I said, if you've got any questions, then please drop Tim an email or drop me an email directly.
Okay. We've got a question come through. My son studied a motor vehicle course last year, but wants to change to engineering. Is this possible?
Thanks, Tim. Yeah, absolutely. So the great thing about my faculty, which is technology, is that a lot of the skills are transferable. So it's all about being hands-on and using your hands. So yeah, absolutely. If you've done a course at, for example, level 1 motor vehicle, there's no reason why you couldn't move across and switch sort of into departments. It would depend at what level you start, would all depend on the qualifications you've got. I quickly dotted over the entry criteria that you may have seen there with the maths and English. So it's something that we'd look at on an individual case by case. But yeah, absolutely. There's no reason you can't move from one provision to the other.
Okay. Next question is, what percentage of the level 2 City and Guilds course is practical and theory?
The level 2, so very similar to the level 1 actually. So the level 1 is 4 units, so 3 of them are practical and 1 of them's theory. So that would be 75% practical, 25% theory by my maths. But with the level 2, there's 5 units in total, and 4 of them are practical and 1 of them is theory. So that would be an 80% practical. And again, just to reiterate, that's exactly why we put these courses in, because, you know, when we hold the student forum, we get all the students and course reps from all these different areas and we get their feedback. So it's really meaningful that we are delivering courses that are, you know, meaningful and good courses. And we strongly believe they are. And something that you asked for, the current students asked for, is that we had more practical content, and we listened, and that is the fabric of where we are. So yeah, 80% practical.
Next question is, do you need to buy any tools?
So for the engineering course, you don't need to buy any tools, i.e. toolkit. We have all of the engineering equipment here at the college. The only thing you are required to purchase is your PPE. So as mentioned, steel toe cap boots and overalls, and then the technology polo shirt. But all of the measuring tools, files, cutting tools, hacksaw, all that sort of stuff is provided at the college, because we do understand that it could be quite costly. And a lot of engineering companies actually have their own kits. It's slightly different in different areas, such as motor vehicle and the trades. You have to buy your own tools, but in engineering companies, in the main part, they provide the equipment. So we've adopted the same strategy.
Okay. Next question is, I have already had an interview and have been accepted for level 2 on condition of grades. How do I know if this is the BTEC or the City and Guilds course?
So because the City and Guilds course is a new course that we've just implemented, when you come in for your interview, both options will be explained to you. It's really difficult to implement a new course mid-year, but because we feel it's so important and because the students wanted that, that's exactly why we've done it. So at your interview, sorry, Tim, can you just reiterate, has the interview taken place for this learner?
Already had an interview.
Already had the interview, sorry, apologies. So if you've already had an interview, you'll be recontacted and then you'll be offered the two separate courses. Because the entry criteria is identical, it's exactly the same, it will be a personal choice whether you want to study the more academic route or whether you want to study the more practical and hands-on approach. But all the students in your position that have already been offered a course will be contacted and offered the 2 options. So I hope that helps. Sorry for the confusion.
Okay. Next one is...
We've got lots of questions, Tim.
Yes, lots and lots of questions, which is good. I'd like to know about the electrical installation course. Can you answer questions on this course, as there isn't a session specifically for this course? Thank you.
Electrical installation I can't answer because it doesn't come under engineering, although we have engineering units within our qualifications. If you drop your contact details either to Tim or in the chat, then I can definitely get one of my colleagues to take that up with you. But because it doesn't fall under engineering specifically, it's not something that I can answer. But do leave your details, as I say, and we'll make sure that your query is answered.
Okay. Next one is, can I get help with bus fares if I'm from a low-income family?
Yes, absolutely. So as I mentioned, there's lots of support for our student services department, and it's done on a very individual basis. So I'm not expecting anybody to start, throwing numbers around of what they earn. When you enrol, when you apply, you'll be asked to disclose any information that you may have, any concerns, etc. And then one of our student services team will meet with you and look at the best route forward. But yes, absolutely.
Okay. The next question is it okay to start at level 2, or do I need a level 1 first?
So all of our courses, you can start at any level. You could start at level 1, 2 or 3, depending on your maths and English qualifications. So you don't have to do the level 1 to progress onto the level 2. Because the skills are similar, it will just be a steeper learning curve if you're starting at a higher level, but there's nothing to stop you starting at any level throughout our curriculum.
3 other questions. Why is it that you need a 5 in maths to be accepted onto the level 3 engineering program?
So the reason that we changed to a 5 in maths is due to there's an exam or a unit which is engineering principles, and it's really heavy. It's like A-level maths and physics. The first year it was run, I think nationally the success rate was really low. It was poor. It's about 30%. So I think most colleges nationally have now refrained and sort of changed that to the 5. And ultimately, we don't want to set students up to fail. We want you all to have the best opportunity you have of passing the course, which is why we've set that entry criteria. And I know some people think it seems really harsh, but there's no reason you couldn't complete the level 2, do some stretch and challenge maths to try and increase your grade, and then join the level 3.
Next question is, my daughter has completed a level 2 engineering course at another college. Will you accept her onto a level 3 program at Abingdon and Witney College?
Yeah, so this happens quite frequently. Learners complete courses at different colleges, etc. And as mentioned, we're very rigid and robust on our entry requirements, so the maths and English grades, but it will be considered at interview. So it would all depend on what maths and English grades was it daughter, Tim, sorry, your daughter had in specific. But by all means, apply for the course. We'd welcome you to apply, come in and have a chat with one of us, and I'm sure there's something that we could do.
Okay, another question's popped in, which is, can I do an apprenticeship after the course?
Absolutely, yeah. So it would all depend on your individual goals and what it is that you're looking to do. Some students come with us and want to stay in the full-time college environment and do their level 1 and then level 2 and then level 3. Others want to come in and get an apprenticeship because they want to earn money really quickly and they find that as a good route. Some people come in and just want to get the skills and go into full-time employment. So absolutely, the practical route I would say is more geared up depending on the company or the apprenticeship that you're looking to attain or achieve. But yes, absolutely. At the end of every course, we would work with you on a one-to-one basis, looking at what company it is that you'd like to go to, try and get meaningful work experience there. So actually try and tap into those companies and make sure you're doing your experience there. And then come the time to apply for apprenticeships, we'll help you through that process and we'll be rooting for you the whole way. Okay.
I've just got one more question, but there's still 5 minutes left. So if anyone wants to submit a question, please do. The question I've got is, if my child completes both years of the BTEC level 3, what is this equivalent to in terms of A levels?
Yeah, absolutely. So both years of the BTEC level 3 program is the equivalent of 3 A levels. So it's similar with most of our 2-year, 3-year program, 2-year level 3 programs at the college. So it's 3 A levels. And again, that will carry the necessary UCAS requirements to go straight into university.
Okay, that's all the questions I've got. We have got 5 more minutes, so if anyone wants to ask any more questions, please do. And other than that, thank you for attending.
Yeah, thank you very much. We'll hang fire for a little bit, Tim, and see if there's any more questions that come in. I think. But yeah, I'd just like to reiterate what Tim said. Thank you very much for joining. This isn't obviously normally how I'd like to welcome you at an open event. I'd like to show you around our fantastic facilities and meet you face to face. But yeah, if you've got any questions and if you're watching this recorded, then please get in touch with us here at Abingdon and Witney College, and we'll do everything we can to help.
Got another question that's popped in. Do we get advice on how to get a job after college?
Absolutely, yes. So that's something. So we have student performance managers. We call them SPMs, and they're assigned to learner groups. So we've got 2 SPMs in the technology department, one for engineering and one for our other areas. And it's very much they're there as a pastoral role to help and support you and talk to you about all these different things, set targets, one-to-ones. And if it's something such as CV writing a cover letter, all these sorts of skills, then that's something that the SPM can help you with. Our goal is for you to achieve ultimately. So if there's anything that we can do to help facilitate that, then we definitely will do that.
Okay. I think that's it. I've got one more question which I'll answer privately, but yes, that's fine. That's all the questions.
Fabulous. Okay, well, just to say again, thank you so much. Thank you, Tim, for producing. As I've reiterated just one last time, any questions that you do have, don't hesitate to get into contact with us at Abingdon and Witney College. So my name's Shane Mumford, and we've also got Tim Patmore with us today. So thank you very much for your time. I hope you enjoy the rest of your evening and have a look at some of the other events that we've got going on tonight. And I look forward to seeing you soon or hearing from you soon.